What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen how to cook. And as always, it's always delightful to be right back at some of the kitchen with it, alright? Now, goodie, you asked me to make one of the most tastiest oven baked salmon fillet in the kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple, and I'm about to do just that. So if you're here watching me for your first time and you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so, and then turn on those post notification settings so you will always be reminded whenever your girl upload what? A brand new video. Let's get right into the recipe.
Want to be independent, yet she can't read and write a sentence.
Okay, my lovely love bug goodies, your girl is about to turn up your requested recipe, and we are going to do this one fast, easy, and simple, and full with nothing but good flavors. All right, you ready for cook? Let's cook. All right, now the first thing I did was add some garlic. You can use any kind of a garlic that you need, fresh garlic, chopped garlic, but make sure you have some garlic, right? Now, in addition to that, you're going to need some ginger. If you don't have this kind of a ginger, use powdered ginger. And I'm going to be sure to list everything that I'm using here for the recipe, so don't panic. As usual, they will be down in the description box, so make sure you check it out with all the amounts and everything I use for this recipe. Now, you're going to add salt as needed. I did add about a half a teaspoon of salt, and then I added some black pepper to it, right? Now I went in with some onion powder for sure. I go ahead and add that in, and of course you're going to balance it out with your garlic powder. So you're definitely going to need that along with your fresh garlic, right? Just don't skip any of these ingredients, they're critical. Now, in addition to that, I did add my allspice. Now, if you don't have that, use pimento berries, but make sure you mash it up before you put it inside of the container. I did go in with some dried pepper flakes, and I went in with quite a bit of that paprika. That was the most I put in than the others, so I added 2 teaspoons of the paprika to it. Now, I did go in with the fish seasoning because I make fish, right? But if you don't have the fish seasoning, use all-purpose seasoning, all-base seasoning, complete seasoning, whatever kind of a seasoning that you want to substitute for, you could go ahead and add it or leave out them powdered seasoning, right? I did use a little bit of that Goya seasoning, and it is in fact salt-free. Now, homegirl no cook without our vinegar. And what is vinegar good for? It cleanses your body from the inside out and make you look young forever. Now, in addition to that, you want to go in and add some oil, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil here, and I did add exactly about 3 teaspoons of that extra virgin olive oil, and of course you can substitute that out. That's what I had, that's why I'm using that. Now, this is it right here. You just want to go in and give it a really good mix. Now, texture is important for the seasoning this fish, right? So you don't want to have your spices all runny. You want it to be holding pretty much like that. You want to make sure that it is holding like a paste, if that makes any sense, right? But whatever you do, if you see like it's runny, go ahead and add some more seasonings to it, because you want to make sure that it's holding like a paste, and you are good to go. And once again, everything that I'm using will be listed down below. Now, here is my fish right here, and I'm using the salmon fish because that's what you requested. You could substitute that out for whatever kind of fish. I did leave the skin on, and of course you could take it off, but I'm doing this recipe with skin on. Now, before you add your seasonings to it, go in with some paper towel, clean paper towel and clean hand, and get some of that extra liquid off the fish if there's any on there. I did wash my fish with a little bit of vinegar, yes I did, and some salt and a little bit of lemon juice, or if you don't have that, lime, whatever you have, but just make sure you wash your fish nice and clean before you put that seasoning upon it. A lot of people ask me, Why do I wash the meat with the vinegar if I'm going to add vinegar to the recipe? Because vinegar will clean up your thing before you even put no spices on it, right? So make sure that you're following these steps. It's critical for good tasting food in your kitchen. Now, as you can see here, what I'm doing, I did go in with a spoon, and I just went ahead and just laid it, smooth it out on the fish. And you can use your fingers if you feel comfortable doing that, but I kind of seems to like it when we use a spoon and smooth it out. Now, please note that if you are going to do skin off, you want to turn the fish over and do it on the opposite side. But because I'm doing skin on, there is absolutely no need to flip the fish and season the skin of the fish. That is not necessary. But if you still want to do it, go ahead and do it, because I don't want for ear now. You know, if that makes that's what makes you happy, go ahead and flip it over. But in this kitchen, we're not flipping that thing over. We're just going to season it just like that properly and let it just mellow out. Okay, just like I'm doing here. So be sure to follow the steps, Goodie. Now, if you're still watching me cooking, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because you don't want to miss out anything, and turn on your post notification. That way you will never miss any of my uploads, and they're always fast, easy, and simple to follow. If you don't see what you want, ask, and your girl will always deliver, right? Now, after you put your fish in your baking container of your choice, you go ahead and add a little bit more oil to your fish, and then add about a half a lemon. And if you don't have fresh lemon, just use a little bit of lemon juice, about a teaspoon, and just drizzle it all over your fish. Now, there's also no need to smith the fish, marinate, and sit and all them things. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that, but there is absolutely no need to let it sit and wait. You want to go in with a couple of slices of lemon and just add it to the fish. And I'm using my organic bell peppers here, and I'm just making it pretty. It's going to give it flavor as well, but it's going to make it pretty too, right? So you just go ahead and just put whatever color that you desire, and I did add a little bit of that fresh parsley on there. Now, your oven needs to be on 350 degrees. After you pop it in your oven, it is going to take about 20 minutes to bake. Do not over bake your salmon. It is going to be dry, and the juice not go in there anymore. It's going to dry and trashy, and if it's dry and trashy, don't blame me for it, right? Pop it in your preheated oven at 350 degrees. Take it back out in 20 minutes tops, uncovered, and you're good to go. If you follow my steps, this is exactly what your fish is going to be looking like. And of course, if you don't want to use the salmon, you could use any kind of a fish fillet that you like, right? But that's what you asked for, so your girl, give it. So that is what your fish looks like when you're all done baking at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. It's going to be nice, it's going to be moist, it's going to be beautiful, it's going to have a nice color from that paprika, honey. And when you go into that fish, you'll see what I'm talking about here. You see how nice and moist and layered that thing is? Unbothered. And how the seasoning is just sitting on your fish perfectly unbuttered. That is exactly what you want to have happen here. Your fish should look exactly like this. Do not cover your fish when you put it in the oven, because if you cover your fish, the seasoning is going to get soft and soggy, and it's going to melt like butter. You don't want it to look like that. You want it to be sitting perfectly on your fish, the fish of your choice. Okay, that is gorgeous. Absolutely, positively, perfectly gorgeous. That is exactly how you want your fish to be looking once you pop it out of the oven. Now, good, if you're still here watching me cooking, make sure that you subscribe to my second channel, Life is Juliana. The link for that channel will also be listed down below. Go ahead and subscribe. Show your girl some love, right? I'm waiting. Now, honey, I hope you are enjoying this fish recipe. You've been asking for it for a while, and I'm finally here to deliver, right? So, with that said, make sure that you're spreading the love with friends and family, neighbors, your girlfriend up the road, the guy down the street. Share the love. Tell them what's going on up over here. Bring them come and send them come. I am waiting. Now, after you get done doing that, tell me what you'd like to have me cooking next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy!